Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Technical Analysis, episode 84. My name is Adam, I'm your host, and today we're going to do the second part of, we added our Awesome Oscillator. Next thing we're going to try to do is limit our charts so that when we have these extra possible charts, more than 8 of them, I believe it is, we don't keep adding them in because it won't fit. So we need to have some type of notification saying, hey, this needs to be, you need to remove some more charts in order to add this in. So let's do that. So we left off here when a switch has been checked. We want to say, is this is it part of our necessary processing? And if it is, then we want to check to see, is this a separate chart? If it is, because there are some checks that are not separate charts. If it is a separate chart and the max chart is we're already at our limit and this is being checked, then we need to have some type of notification. We want to have a notification that says, hey, you can't add this, and then we're kind of gonna have to return and then somehow uncheck this switch. So maybe there's a switch view dot checked. Maybe I need to look and see if there's a way to on set checked change listener to manually fix it to like a false or something. Set on checked change listener set value. Let's turn on the full screen so we can all watch what we're searching. Okay. What if we did something like that? Set checked is checked, set checked, is checked equals false. So we're gonna force it to false. And we're also going to do some kind of toast, I believe. So Android toast. Alright, let's do this. So we need to get context this. Maybe the context. Context, there we go. Maxed separate charts. Reached. Separate charts. And then we want to do toast length short. So save that and let's run it. Alright, come on. There we go. You're gonna hit me when I win a Grammy. Too bad you could never understand me. So cold, but I kick it with the family. And you know I'ma never let the nanny. You was and you win, I be learning. Brought out the flame and it's burning. Why did you do me so dirty? Damn. So it's not actually disabling the switches. It's once it gets switched on, turn it back off, and then toast them. And toast them. I love that. I think that will be the easiest without trying to going through and updating the switches to be invalid. I wonder if there should be a way of signifying that the switches are separate. Like some of the switches are for separate charts. I tried to organize them in a way that they are separate. Like the ones at the bottom are separate, the ones at the top are not. Or the ones at the top are separate, the ones at the bottom are not. Because once I have this added, I can just jam. Go all out and just keep stuffing a bunch of new little ones in there. Let's go. Oh, it's building. Probably because this adds a bunch of new things. So this week I had some projects. I fixed a Jambox, replaced Jambox battery. It was crazy, so I just gotta go over it. So I went through and replaced, I have a Jawbone Jambox. I took it apart, took this bad boy apart. Come on, load. All these screws. In the process, I stripped 3 screws because I have an old screwdriver, T5 or T6, something like that. T6, yeah. Old T6 screwdriver, screwed it up. Had to order a new one, and so I took it all apart, and so I had the genius idea to, instead of replacing the battery with a different battery pack, which the battery pack was probably $40, I decided to buy actual individual batteries and then solder them together and then connect it back up. So it was kind of crazy. So actually, if you can see in this picture, let's see, Phil, let me, in this picture, there's this little spacer thing. So I soldered them all up and I plugged it in and it didn't work. And I was like, what is going on? Ended up being, I just had to plug it into the power, and then it kind of reset something in there and it just worked. So it was cool, it worked, it's great, and the batteries were actually stronger or more capacity than the original, so that's great. But when I soldered them together, it was not as short as this. It was actually a little bit longer, so I had to, this is a little plastic rubber gap spacer thing, so I removed that. That was easy because it was just held by adhesive. But on this side, there's this little lip right here, and it still didn't work, so I had to get a wood chisel and chisel that thing out and to fit the battery pack in there. So that was my one project. The other project this week that I did was replace Sonicare battery. So here, this replaced Sonicare battery. I took this bad boy apart. This is an old Sonicare toothbrush that I had, and it was probably 2 years ago. It broke and I just didn't fix it, and I was like, I'm ordering batteries, might as well order this. I've always wanted to try to fix this, and took it apart, unsoldered the two, because it was the pieces were soldered. Oh, maybe there was something there. The JP1 disconnects the battery. Okay, so I removed those 2 solder joints. Yeah, desoldered them. Yeah, I made sure to add them correctly. And soldered those bad boys back in. But it's not working. Oh, that looks like that. Yeah, I cut them off. But that looks different. Oh, rejoin the two solder pads at JP1? Ah. I didn't do that. Maybe that's why it didn't work. Soldering the JP1, check the battery polarity. Maybe that's something. That's interesting. JP1. JP. Yeah, that might have been my problem. I didn't. I did replace it with a battery that was kind of like that. Yeah, that's a bad one. Yeah, there was. I wonder what the JP1 thing is. There are 3 points to note: positive battery terminal, negative battery terminal, and JP1, which disconnects the battery. Maybe I need to take those out and then. Yeah, I'll mess with it some more sometime, but those are my 2 projects. Let's get back into this. So, Awesome Oscillator, RSI, DPO. PPO. Oh, max separated charts. Oh, we needed to return this. Or return. Like that. Max separated charts. Okay, so PPO. Yeah, so let's reload that because that messed it up. While this is building, I have another project I'm planning on doing. I don't have that much time. So the plans for next month: this week in town, and these 2 days, Wednesday through Monday, October 10th through the 15th. My wife, our daughter Soleil, my mom and my brother are going on a cruise to Cuba, Key West, and Cozumel, so that'll be lots of fun. Then that same day I go to Boston for like a training class for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then return back on the 18th. I return back on the 17th, and then I'm here for 2 days, and then on Sunday I'm flying out to Grand Rapids, and in Grand Rapids this whole week. And so yeah, that will be So I'm going to be pretty busy this coming week, this coming month. And then Halloween we do some, what the heck, returns aren't allowed here. Okay, so we're going to do var finished equals false. True. And then if finished, not finished, and then we're going to go down to all the way finished. So that, and then what's the reformat code? Okay, there we go. Alright, so there we go. Looks like we don't do anything here. This else case. Alright, so let's try that. So, yeah, I'm going to be crazy busy next month, but I'm super excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got a new camera I'm going to be playing with. I've been playing with. We should be taking lots of really good pictures. So, but the next thing I want to do is for Halloween. So I'm part of the engagement committee at work, and we always do a Halloween party at work, and everyone dresses up. So I'm going to be Inspector Gadget. And I want to create this hat with a little fan. Instructables. So I'm going to be doing this thing. I'm going to probably not do. They use like a metal piping thing, but I'm definitely going to do that. And I'm going to probably use PVC because I love working with PVC. Anyways, I gotta get a hat. This week I need to go get like a trench coat and some gloves. But yeah, it's gonna be a ton of fun putting that to. I got a motor. Went to like kind of like a dollar store. I forget what it's called. Five Below. Oh yeah, Five Below. Yeah, the new cheap dollar store. And got a bubble machine. I'm gonna try to convert that into a motorized helicopter, and I need to get a switch so I can turn it on and off. And yeah, so that's my next project. It's gonna be lots of fun. Okay, so let's alright, so alright, man, this thing is slow as hell. DPO. Okay, so then stochastic oscillator. Toast. Come on, where's the toast? I didn't see the toast. DPO. Stochastic oscillator. What happened? I don't see the toast. Oh, there it is, max separated charts. Maybe I should do it long. Short. Length. Length. Long. Okay. Alright, so that did what I wanted to do, actually. So if we remove one, geez, that's so slow. And add another one, and then try to add another one. What the heck? begin. Okay, so DPL, max separate charts reach, max separate charts reached, max separate charts reach. I love it. Alrighty, so I would say for our to-do class, this is done. Yeah, so we don't want to disable, we just want to leave them, just have a warning. And then Awesome Oscillator done 9/30 2018. So let's actually add another item now, since we can support more. This is directional movement indicator. Williams R indicator. Have we done this one? I don't think so. I think Williams R indicator is a separate chart. Williams R, it is. I don't know if I want to do that one because it has like special, it's kind of like it's kind of like the stochastic K and D because it has these lines. So I don't really want to do that one. And what about smooth RSI? Smooth moving average? No, not that one. Maybe? Smooth moving average, I think that one's a that one's just a regular overlay. What about this ROC? ROC indicator? Rate of change? Okay, let's turn one off. Rate of change, rate of change. Okay, let's add rate of change. Rate of change, it looks like it's probably going to be easy one. And just a time frame, which is super easy. Overlay adapter, we can remove that one. We're doing to do rate of change. Rate of change, and that's going to be right under Awesome Oscillator. And rate of change. Where is that? Is the Awesome Oscillator way down there? I guess it is. We should probably move this guy up to right under PPO. And then so rate of change DROC time frame DROC color. Okay. Fine, Awesome Oscillator. We'll copy that. Paste. Rate of change. We delete this. And we delete this. Separate chart, true. Rate of change. Rate of change. Rate of change, we'll do this. And we'll do blue. Oh yeah, we need to change this to blue. Dark blue? I feel like that might not hold up against the black, so let's do a little bit lighter. Alright, so then we have time frame. Oops, not that one. Right there, right here. Rate of change. Time frame. Time frame. Take rate of change, put it right here. And then we'll do color right here. Rate of change, color, line color, rate of change, like that. And then the next thing we go to is, what's going on over here? This should be, okay, it's building fine now. Awesome Oscillator, now we want to find usages. Overlay is done, we want to go to technical analysis. Okay, Awesome Oscillator, and then we want to create a function called update rate of change time frame. Delete this time frame, and this will be rate of change indicator, and this will be rate of change, rate of change, and then over here, rate of change, get time frame. Okay. I think that's it, actually. Throw that in there, see what happens. Okay, so let's turn off a few. Stochastic. And we want to add the rate of change. Rate of change, yeah, looks good. Looks actually really good. And then I want to go to Ethereum, US dollar, if it lets me. It is extremely slow, holy crap. I'm trying to compare it to something I'm seeing on my side over here. So slow. We're getting there. Ethereum, US dollar, there we go, there we go, there we go. Slow down. New chart data available. What's happening? Oh, let's go to Kraken. Yep. This looks exactly right. Once I get down to the end. Yep. Yeah, looks really good. Looks really good. Really, really good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alrighty, well, I think this is good enough to punch another update. Version, roll it to 19, sync now. It's just, oh, it's building. Successfully synced. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do a generate signed APK. And so for this one, we added rate of change and Awesome Oscillator done 9/30/2018. Release dashboard. Oh, app releases.
Yeah, they always wonder where I'm at now. I still walk around and wonder why they heads down. Lost inside a video on Facebook. Shit, I knew the world was cold. Niggas stay shook. Way too young to fall in love. And ain't no tripping over loose strings. Way too attached to me living and trying to make it so much that I'm spending time.
Release. Come on. I want to create another release. Manage. Did they change this on me? Device includes manage, edit release. Still building. Okay. 9/30/2018. Added rate of change. And added Awesome Oscillator. I'll copy this. Adding in the notes and our notes. So save. And alright, built. Did it create a... Okay, well... Downloads, documents... See users. Intro Corbin. Android Studio projects. CryptoTA, and then build or app build outputs APK. No, I want to. Come on. Generate signed APK. Release. Okay, doing a release. Alright, so I'm going to push a release, and I think next time I'm going to keep adding. I think right this I'm going to jam maybe like 5 to 10 more indicators, and then I'm going to start our main release, big release 2 with the tabs and stuff like that. So, alright, thanks everyone for joining. Until next time.